What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. My name is Splattercat, and we are here today with the next episode in our Aarklash Legacy playthrough. That's right, it is time once again to join Naka, Lecky G, everybody else, talk about the Wishmaster, a little bit of GamePro, whatever, and continue pulling mobs that are just getting horrendously difficult. I'm gonna be honest. As I said in the last episode, I've been a little remiss, or not even remiss, I suppose I've been reluctant to record the game just because I don't feel like I'm having fun anymore. The game feels like a job at this point, which I think is actually a detriment to the game. But I think at the point the game turns into like a complex game of chess is the point at which I usually stop caring. And judging from this room right here, it looks like they're going to continue that trend. I don't know what's going to be in the backfield right here, but I don't know, guys. I just don't know. Two elementals of light. As I recall, they nuke like crazy, and they also control like crazy. He makes everybody immune to damage, which is undispellable. And whatever's in the backfield is going to have to be dealt with, I suppose. And I promise there's probably like 5 guys back in here if this follows the same template as the rest of these fights. Not sure what the devs are thinking. I kind of feel like I've gotten like 4 boss fights in a row with no break in between, and it's sort of killing the fun of the game for me. I don't like to say, because this tends to draw down hate on a channel when you say that you're not having fun with something anymore, and people are like, oh, well, you just don't get it, or something along those lines. Like, no, you need a breather in between fights like these, otherwise, well, I kind of feel like I'm going to class, basically, right now. So, we'll figure out what's in the backfield here. I don't really know. I'm going to try and set up like a pitchfork formation back here, and maybe draw them into this room while I can. See if maybe we can... I actually don't think they aggroed right there, unfortunately. We tempt fate right there. And get around the corner. And what I would prefer to do is actually pull them around as much as possible. And really, really, really hope she doesn't get immobilized before I get this off. So let's go ahead and drop the taunt right now. Oh, she's immobilized. Okay, well, it counted the cooldown, but as you can tell, she's not chained to the ground, so I feel like we just ate a bug right there, which is disappointing to say the least. And she's now stunned in the middle of a crowd control effect, and everybody is proceeding to drop the nukes on her. That cooldown shouldn't be triggered right now because she actually didn't use the effect. I'm a wee bit confused as to why it's playing me like that. But apparently it has decided to play me like that. Is she now controlled? Blinded. Okay. Well, she's just standing there. Now she's charmed, which means it's time for Nella to throw out another ability. And as far as I know, that's a control effect. And that right there says it removes control effects, but did not just remove the control effect. Take from that what you will. That's irritating on a number of levels. There are so many little things that just like, that should have dispelled that. Like, why didn't that dispel that? It's a gray effect, and this clearly says dispels gray effects. Well, she's probably gonna die now. And she's going to do it while beating on Lek Loris. So I've drained most of my mana right now, just starting the fight out. Throw a heal on Naka for the time being, and just hope that we can regenerate quickly enough. Everybody's still immune to all damage. And it looks like they're just going to be able to just drop those abilities on me. I'm going to get Lecky G up in here and maybe throw something over there. So there's a little bit of damage. Let's think about starting up another heal with Nella and starting our little drain rotation. And Lecky G's gonna have to fall back now. But it's okay, he's got line of sight right there. Wendaru is now CC'd. So I suppose I'll bring Lecky G back around. And we really need to focus on the Morbid Spectre, if it's possible to. The Morbid Spectre is a big problem for us. I'm going to start another heal with Nella because she's almost back up at full mana. I feel like there's probably nukes on the breeze. And maybe pull her to this side a little bit. just so I can cast a little bit easier. Throw a star out there. Lecky G doesn't have an open shot right now, so I'm going to have to draw him this way. So I'll put that one right there. And everybody's immune again, which means I need to switch targets onto the Chimera for now. And that means we're about to soak another round. That means we're about to soak another round of the Elemental of Light's damage, which means I should probably start pre-healing right now. So we'll start that, and while we're on it, we're going to drain twice from here. There it is. And now, so I've got a healer at least at full mana right now. And then all you guys in the back row, just keep going on that Chimera. That's the only plan I have right now. That Flesh Spectre is about to drop another AoE in the middle of Naka's vicinity. And are they still immune? Let me have a look here. There are so many things happening that it's difficult to tell what effects are in play and what are no longer in play. So Lucky G, we're just going to continue with his DPS. And we're just going to have to tank and spank this one down the hard way. I mean, I only have one guy who's effectively dealing damage right now because I have to have 2 healers on staff just to negate the damage. I'm going to give her a second. I think our next heal is going to come from Windaroo, assuming no control effects go off. All control effects should be coming down on Naka, I think. Yeah, let's throw out a heal really quickly. There it is. Like, Loris should be ready to go in just a second. Now, if Naka folds, luckily we've got a little bit of luck there in that she continues to be both blinded and immobilized. And while that's not necessarily like an amazing thing, at least she's not running around hitting people, getting in the way of my line of sight. A few more bits of damage and we should be able to finish off the Chimera, I think. Let's preemptively start a heal once again from Naka, which means it's time to drain twice from Windaroo. And then get back on board with DPSing there. I need Lek Loris up out of the way. The taunt got off, thankfully. And then we can also get her regenerative ability off. And that means I can put Lek Loris back down in here and maybe let's dance back in again. Throw another ability that way, and it looks like he should be on his final legs here in just a moment. With the remaining auto attack, the Chimera's got to go. So hopefully the Chimera will die very shortly. There it is. Okay, so they've both got an attack going towards her now, and they're all immune once again. Another fight that's just, whew, feeling tired. Feeling tired. Let's see here. Then again, I feel stimulated at the same time. It's like going to a good math class. I've always said that people aren't afraid of math classes, they're afraid of math teachers, because that's what I've found to be true. Math teachers tend to just be awful. It's very rare that you find a good math teacher. If you find one, stick with them. Ride your entire upper level division out on that one teacher, if at all possible. Or if manageable. Let's wait a minute. We'll see what happens to Naka here. So yeah, I was waiting to see what would happen. That happened. Let's start a heal going on Naka and then drain, drain, drain away. Ooh, let's do one more there. And we should be on the back 9 here, I hope. That's right, I just made a golf reference. I don't even play golf. Golf referenced. Let's see here. And it looks like the immunity has finally run its course. Let's start just hucking AoEs into the center mass here. Bit more damage. Spectre's about to drop an AoE. That's okay, I'm going to heal through it. And the Morbid Spectre is going to be our next go-to guy. Stunned in place once again, which means Windaroo is on healing duty because he's probably, the Morbid Spectre is probably going to mind control Naka again in just a second. Nella's got enough mana. I'm going to wait till we get one more mob down, I think. I'd prefer to kill off just like that one more mob before I start just actively AoEing like crazy. It may be because this requires kind of a strategy swap. These fights may be benefiting characters who can really lay down the single target a little bit better. That may be the problem, is that my party composition isn't really performing up to the snuff that I've been hoping it would. Let's throw another one out right there just to keep it going. And then we'll get him on the Morbid Spectre. The problem is, the Morbid Spectre is going to blow up and cause problems too. So let's maybe get her back into here, and we're going to shift everybody a tad, except for Nella. who's going to continue healing. Because they've got so much ranged, it's a bit difficult to shift them backwards, though. So maybe to there, and then just shift the whole ordeal back a little bit. Because actually, like, Lecky G's making some friends here, so let's put a heal on Lecky G, and I'm actually going to have her taunt, because she lost aggro right there, which is bad, very bad. So let's get started with a bit more healing. And I think what's happening is this is actually blocking heals. Because if you look, Lek Loris didn't eat it, unless he's got an ability that completely and totally, it doesn't say anywhere that immobilization removes heals, but it looks like it is doing exactly that. Let's get Nella and everybody back down in here into a spot where they can assist with the fight. I think I'm going to go after... Really, I don't know. We'll start with the Elementals of Light. At this point, it's kind of a matter of opinion who we should be killing next. So any DPS I can get off at this point. Start with a heal right there, which means it's time to drain. Ooh, maybe time to double heal. Well, I don't need to do that. I'll wait until that comes off and maybe pop M65 and throw another star on there, possibly. We don't have anything near death, or I'd start using Nourishing Prey again. I leveled it up all the way, and I still haven't taken the points out. Probably do that pretty shortly. And there's the Star of Healing there. I'm gonna throw, yeah, let's throw that on there. And then let's focus on that mob until I feel happy with our performance. I don't know if we're gonna beat the DPS or not, but we're gonna try and get close. I need you to taunt one more time, and then heal yourself. That mob goes down, healing everybody else. Very nice. And bring the pain. The safety is now off. And that should wrap that fight up. Wow, what a fight. We haven't been getting a lot of loot lately either. I should probably take a look and see what kind of level ups are awaiting us as well. Grab the Spontaneous Relic, the relic that just can't seem to hold a schedule, can't predict what it's going to do. Let's look through our skills here. We've got some new gear. I don't think anything that's going to... It's a very nice healing done ring. Healing received on it, though. Unfortunate. Haven't gotten the stats that I really want from these in the last little bit. Physical damage boost right there. Let's have a look at rings just to make sure that we don't have anything that can swap these out. Bit more physical damage. Really good armor right there, and healing received. A tempting proposition. I'll probably go with it because she's not a DPSer, and that ring that she has on right now would be better spent on anybody but her, honestly. That's probably something that I just threw into the slot just to get it out of the way. Looking at the relics we have here right now. Magic damage boost. Healing received right there, which would be nice, but doesn't beat what she's already got. Healing received 11% right there. That's a lot, but she's going to lose a ton of armor. Lots of healing done relics here, but... Or I'm sorry, lots of healing received relics here, but none that are striking me as like the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Lots and lots of earrings. So we've got lots of lobe accessories. Get some of the blue and the white ones out of the way so that this doesn't take quite as long. There we go. And I'm not seeing anything useful in the off screen there. Forgive me, I made the mistake of leaving Facebook open in the background. It's one of those little mistakes you try not to make, but they do crop up every now and again. Let's allocate her points before we go any further. M65 Obscure Blood is going to get a bit more health drain, so she's going to be up to 200% and increases the initial healing. Always good, always lovely. Wendaru's got nothing for us. Nella's got nothing for us. Lek Loris is ready to join the chorus of people who are going to be leveling, though. And Death Wish is one that we haven't been using a whole lot. I've been honestly leaning on that one a bit too much because I like to have the mana up and ready to go with it. I may start throwing Death Wish out there a bit more, though. I know I've been neglecting some of my skills. Okay, so she's still continuing to take a little bit of heat from there. Save the game really quickly, and let me make sure that there's no relics left that'll increase the damage on some of my other guys that are just kind of hanging out. Magic damage here anywhere? Nope. Well, Nella's got a nice ring right there, but I'm not seeing anything in this overall grouping of gear. I'll equip in between episodes. I don't want to waste like 12 minutes standing around looking at kit. And is this room going to be incredibly populated as well? Let's see here. That spell effect just doesn't seem to want to quit. That is a spell effect that is built for the ages. Definitely high quality construction on that spell effect. So we've got a lever here that's going to open up something in this room. Let me make sure there's nothing else around here, because the last thing I want to do is pull down like multiple mobs on myself. That would be nasty, nasty, nasty. So let's open a door on up. Ah, another puzzle. Another funsy puzzle. This one's going to be matching the one that we did previously, so we're going to have to bring everybody into the room. And the second one is going to be this upper sleepy eye. Nope. You, why did you... Okay, well, that kind of works. The sleepy eye. The third one is going to be the dagger pointing to the right, so we'll go jump on that. And then the third one is going to be a forward slash, so we'll jump on that one. Last time they made me do 3 combinations of this puzzle before it allowed me to move forward. So on this go, we've got a circle. So we want a happy eye. We want a sleepy eye over here. We want a dagger to the left. And that should handle that. Now on this one, the picture's kind of small. And don't mind me while I cock my head to the side trying to get a feel for what that is. I think that's 2 daggers. So we've already got the dagger. I think that's 2 daggers, a sleepy eye, and a happy eye. But I can't be sure. That is... Let me see here if I can zoom in on it for just a second. It might just be slashes. Let's try to switch out the slashes, maybe. Having trouble seeing what it actually is. There's so many things incorporated into that design right there that... Okay, well, let's start doing a little bit of the permutation action here, I guess. Sleepy eye, happy eye. Maybe those aren't the right sleepy eye, happy eye. So they're looking slightly centered. No, I think that's the right one. I think that's the right one right there. I think the ambiguity is remaining inside of these slashes. Well, the only thing I haven't tried is maybe we'll try that right there. But I still don't think that's going to give me the slash that I want. Let's clear it out really quickly. Honestly, they've got too many symbols in one design. I can't tell what's an echelon or what's a chevron sideways and what's a... Just looking at it, it's because they blend together. And I suppose if they had made it different colors, it would have made it too easy. But still, for somebody with incredibly poor eyesight, this challenge is a bit of a bitch. So we know for sure those are there. I think I already tried this, but I'm going to try it one more time just to make sure. Oh, I see what I'm missing, I think. I think I see what I'm missing. This should be the combo. Is it? Well, I was close. There's clearly a slash on this side. So we've definitely got a forward slash here. Oh, that's what it was. I've got to switch. I don't see the edge coming down that way, though. There we are. And that took entirely too much effort. That took almost like an embarrassing amount of effort to get done. And now we pray for easy trash right now. We pray for easy trash and a little bit of a rest. Skeletons and armor. Those are never indicative of anything terrible happening, right? Okay, so we're back to what looks like just rudimentary trash here. I'm gonna pull her off to the side for a second. And yeah, I think we're gonna get into bed with this fight right here. And as soon as she gets that going, I'm gonna have her start with her regeneration. Let's get Nilla and Lek Loris into this fight, and then we'll have Windaroo slightly behind. This is gonna largely be a single target. Yeah, this is gonna be a single target nuke fight, assuming that she can hold down aggro on this entire group. Give that a little bit of pepper and see if we can get this front group out of the way. Obviously having everybody focus fire everything that's here, because this fight's going to be a density of fire problem, so we want to eliminate as many of these guys as we can early on in the fight. So there's a couple more down. There's another one down. I'm going to need to drop her out of that ability and have her advance. Unfortunately, we lost our aggro right there, so that means it's time to just open up the can as hard as we can. The can del whoop ass. I prefer for that to go right there, so I'm going to scooch over to the side for just a second, and there goes the second wave. And then all in, this should be, the remainder of the fight should be reasonably easy. And there we go, very, very nice. So I asked, and I received, I feel so much better. Just that one mini fight, that's all I ask. That one little mini fight in between there makes me feel so much better. Let's have a look at this room, and, oh wait, this is where I came from. Well, obviously it wants me to go back this way. I don't recall any door. I don't recall any door off this way that was initially shut. Is that closed right there? Oh, it's different this time. That's a different door. That one looks like a terrifying smiley face with the way they put that in. Like he's all scarred and disfigured, but then he's kind of like, hell, at the same time. He's got kind of a little bit of a sinister intent. He's got kind of, you know the face that Calvin used to get from Calvin and Hobbes, Bill Watterson? Calvin used to get that face right there before he did something like really, really naughty. Well, with the way we solved the last one, this shouldn't be quite as difficult. So let's have a look here. That one controls those two. That one controls those two. That one controls those two. And that one right there singularly controls... What about this one? Did I step on that one? I don't remember. It singularly controls that one. So we always want to start with the singles and work out from there. So the singles, the things that are shared. This bottom right here is not shared. So we want it to go first. And it's a... No, it's not that one right there. It's a sleepy eye that's in the bottom quadrant there. Or in the southern half of our circle. Isn't it? Oh, yeah, okay, it's a happy eye, never mind. So it's a happy eye in the bottom half of our circle. So there's that. Is anything else being used? So that's shared there, there, and there. I think. It's hard to tell the difference between the daggers and the overlaid. I think they're a little thicker is the secret. So that one looks like two daggers, actually, if I'm going to take that into account. And that looks like a dagger right there. That looks a little bit thinner, but I can't prove it.
Let's move on.
I just can't prove it. And that one's not shared either, so that needs to go in right now, too. So sticking to my plan, man, let's do another happy eye that's right up above. Or no, the other happy eye is used right there. Hold on. Let's untrigger that. I think it's time for this one right here. So if it's time for this one, we're going to do the happy eye because it's got that as part of the circle. Okay. And then we want the one that's shared over here because it's got the evil smiley. So let's find that. And you guys, actually, I need you out of the way. There we go. So they're out of the way. Oh, that's in the top quadrant. Never mind. We want the bottom, which is right there. Okay, so that's now in place. And then these two are shared, so we need to pop over to here. And we need to put in the smiley or the sleepy eye that's in the top, which is right there. So far, so good. Now I think it's time to add in the slashies. And some of the ambiguity or some of the variability from this is going to be the problem that I can't distinguish between the slashies and the rest of it. The slashy right here is very, very obvious. These two slashies, let's jump over here. And this vertical slashy is not shared by anything else. So we want to get the vertical slashy first. Vertical slashy, where are you? There you are, vertical slashy. Join my strange magical artwork. That kind of looks like the such that symbol, except facing the wrong way. Like if we rotate it to the left, it would be the such that symbol from physics. We've also got this right slashy. Right slashy, I think we're going to need this brick right here. So right slashy, let's get you affixed. Oh no! Got the wrong thing selected. Luckily, it's an easy thing to take care of. Wait, did I put that slashy in wrong too? What happened here? How did I get wriggled into the wrong... Obviously we need a... Okay. I'm not sure what happened right there. I think I unselected something on accident. Vertical slashy, we're ready. Oh, vertical slashy is already in place. Maybe I selected something else then. We need to select this one right here, I think. And we're going to need to do the forward slash. And that should finish this off. We shouldn't have to touch this guy any longer. Wait, why did... No. What is going on here? Am I just like clicking things like in a dyslexic fashion, or... What is going wrong? Alright, now we can get our forward slash. There we go. So we're getting closer to the solution. This side actually gives me the impression that it has an echelon and a slash. So what we need... And this one has two... Maybe not, actually. So I think right here, all we need is a backslash. Yeah, so we got our backslash there. And then we need these two, which means that we need a dagger. That one has a dagger, obviously. So let's do the rightmost dagger, or the dagger facing to the right. And now that we've got that, we want to fix this one right here and do the dagger facing left, and that should finish the puzzle off. And that's exactly how I solved the last one, just kind of off camera. I only did this one because I skipped you guys on the last one. Please nothing bum rush me. I do not want my bum to be rushed. Not right now. I would prefer that my bum be left to cool and to just relax for a bit. But my bum is not the discussion here. In fact, the discussion is that we're out of time. So thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle. I'm glad to see you guys once again. I hope that you'll choose to join me again in the future. And I will see you there. Take care, guys. And hopefully the next few episodes will be a bit more lightweight so that I don't come out of this feeling like I just need a nap. I feel like I need a nap. So I'll see you guys next time, and take care, everybody.